Is the camera on? Is the mic on in here? Is it on? Yes. This is Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum set vocalist Zombie Supreme, baby. And this right here is EDM World News. Now, today we're going to be talking about Coachella, baby. Coachella, and they have finally dropped that mask mandate bullshit. Well, here we go. And other stories too, like Robert Pattinson getting into EDM music. Ooh, from the Twilight series, okay? This is Peyton 3.0's EDM World News. Let's take it away, baby. All right, folks. Let's get right on into it. Camera on, camera, please. Camera, please. Thank you. Thank you. Boop. Hello. Yes, welcome in. Try to get a nice drink of cold water as we get into the tea, baby. Yes. All right. So, the first story is Coachella drops all COVID-related restrictions and vaccination requirements. Yes. My job at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas just dropped the vaccine requirements in the mask too, bitch. Hello. Anyway, the same goes for sorry about that. The same goes for Stagecoach, Coachella's sister festival, dedicated to country music, bitch. All right, you won't see masks at this year's onslaught of social media selfies. Hold on, hold the phone. Never mind. Anyway, from Coachella, the organizers of the legendary Indio Music and Arts Festival have revealed the removal of all COVID-related restrictions, including no vaccination or testing requirements. The update arrives 4 months after the festival's producer, Golden Voice, relaxes vaccination requirements, allowing entry with proof of the jab or a negative test within 72 hours. Okay? Okay, well, it's requiring you to get that jab though, honey. Okay, so you ain't got that jab in the arm. You ain't getting into Coachella, unfortunately. Okay? When you think about that, I know this is a hot button topic about this jab in the arm, which you keep getting again and again and again as this damn virus just keeps transforming and transforming like the flu virus keeps transforming. You gotta get a new shot all the time. And there's a lot of people out there who weren't even getting the flu shot every year anyway. I certainly wasn't. And I'm not keeping up with this COVID-19 vaccine shots. No ma'am. No ma'am. Let's get back to the story. Considering Coachella's reputation as a bellwether and the event's impact on the California economy, the move has the feel of a watershed moment for music festivals. The update aligns with new guidance issued by California Department of Public Health, which announced that vaccination proof will no longer be required for large outdoor events. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Hold on. So we're saying that it's not going to be required? Let me continue. The ordinance went into effect today, February the 16th, which actually today is March 20th. Yeah. So already went into effect. In accordance with local guidelines, there will be no vaccination, testing, or masking requirements at Coachella 2022, baby. Reads the festival's website. Okay, so it looks like it will not be required for you to be tested. They ain't gonna, my job doing the same thing. They're not testing, they're not requiring it. My boss hated the mask. He couldn't wait for them to come off and start firing some people in departments that had to do with just the mask alone, unfortunately. Well, not firing them, but just moving them around to departments for people who he felt were useful, that he actually liked. Other people who were passable, they got the boot. That's the game. Anyway, see, somebody like me is undeniable, honey. they might say that an employee is replaceable, but honey, somebody like me is not really replaceable. You won't find another person like me. You won't find the work ethic. You won't find the personality. You won't find it all in one package here. I'm a rarity. Anyway, in accordance with local guidelines, there will be no vaccine. Well, we already said that. I'm sorry. Forgive me. The same goes for We already talked about the stagecoach thing. Yeah. Anyway, Coachella annually attracts roughly 250,000 250,000 festival goers across both of its weekends. The festival's website also includes a disclaimer. COVID-19 is an extremely contagious disease that can lead to severe illness and death. There is an inherent and elevated risk of exposure to COVID-19 in any public place or place where people are present, and there is no guarantee, express or implied, that those attending the festival would not be exposed to COVID-19. Okay, Coachella organizers recently announced a huge lineup for the 2022 edition, which will feature performances by Swedish House Mafia, Black Coffee, Madion, Flume. Flume is my favorite. I mean, I love Swedish House Mafia. I have to get into more of Black Coffee's music. I love Flume. One of my all-time favorite producers in EDM music is Flume. Anyway, Disclosure, Dumont, and many more electronic dance music stars. Headlining the fest are Harry Styles, Billie Eilish, okay, and Ye, formerly known as All right. And Ye, formerly known as Kanye West. Honey, I can care less about Kanye West. I'm sorry, I'm over that man. He's canceled in my book, honey. Okay. Stagecoach, which is scheduled for April 29th to May 1st. Okay. Will feature headlining sets from Carrie Underwood. Love me some Carrie Underwood. Love me some Carrie Underwood. Okay. Thomas Rhett and Luke Combs. Okay. Yes. 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 Well, yes. Well, that's the story for that one. And tell me what you think about the mask mandate being lifted. Are you for that? Are you worried? Are you going to Coachella? Will you be wearing your mask though? Hold on. That's a question for you. Will you be? Well, I keep talking so fast. That's a question for you. Will you be wearing your mask though? That's the question. Comment below what your thoughts are. Well, let's get to this next story, folks. Let's get to the next story. The last story, folks. Which will be, hold the phone, 25 cents today. Alright, the last story is on Twilight superstar Robert Pattinson. For those of you who have watched the series, I've tried to get into the series, once in my life. But to me, personally, it just wasn't giving for me. So I really couldn't dive into the Twilight series like so many other people of that particular audience. It just wasn't giving for me. Alright, you may like it. Comment below if you like Twilight the series. If you've seen it, you ain't seen it, you don't really care to see it. Who cares? You heard about it, but you don't care. Anyway, let's get into the story. So, Robert Pattinson spent the Batman downtime, and the Batman I'm referring to is that he starred as Batman in one of the iterations remakes. I think sometime last decade. Downtime making ambient electronic music in the bat suit. Okay? He's making ambient electronic music in the bat suit, baby. Let's go! In a recent interview with GQ, the star of the Batman revealed himself to be an electronic music producer. Okay, actors are switching over, honey, to the EDM scene. So they are loving the EDM music. They just can't get enough, honey. All right. Anyway, it turns out that the world's greatest detective Moonlight as an ambient electronic music producer in a recent interview with Go, the star of the Batman, Robert Pattinson, spoke about his career and what led him to become the latest actor to take on the role of the iconic comic book character. While discussing what the filming process was like, he casually revealed one of his hobbies to the delight of nerdy electronic music fans everywhere, honey. Okay. Pattinson revealed that between takes, he would spend his downtime in a tent creating ambient music in the bat suit, honey. Okay, he was in the bat suit, getting it. All right. I'd be in the tent just making ambient electronic music in the suit, looking over the cow. The cow, not the cow, the cow. Okay, whatever that is. Pattinson said, Pattinson did not share if this music will ever be officially released, but fans are certainly curious about his productions. Later on in his discussion, he talked a bit about his musical background and shared how, as a child, he and his friends would rap over lyrics from N-O-R-E or Nori. I forget how he says his name. He's no longer prominent in music anymore, at least in the forefront. But yeah, and send them to Tim Westwood in hopes of getting some airtime on his BBC Radio 1 station. Interestingly enough, this is not the only tie to electronic music that's come from the latest entry in the Cat Crusaders new saga. Does this mean that Pattinson will be battling the Riddler to sounds of Apex Twin selected ambient works 85 through 92? Probably not. But last fall, when the premiere trailer for the Batman was revealed, clubbers noticed that London's iconic Printworks revenue was featured in the movie, honey. Okay. The Batman starring Pattinson, Zoe Kravitz, and Paul Dano will hit theaters on Friday, March 4th, which already is in theaters by now. Yes. Well, yeah, that's it. So Robert, just like Idris Elba, if you watched my previous video, my EDM news story, about Idris Elba, the actor trying to get into electronic dance music, too, when she gets focused up, I would love to see what it's giving. Do you care to see Robert Pattinson become an EDM producer? Do you think he should stick to his lane? What do you think he's going to be giving? If he does actually really truly release his music to the public and take this seriously, comment below. I would like to know what you think. Well, folks, that was everything that I had for you today. Don't want to take up too much more of your time, right? This has been Peyton 3.0's EDM World News, okay? Peyton 3.0, the EDM and drum step vocalist Zombie Supreme. And before I go, I need to tell you a couple of things. You know I'm a shameless self-promoter. Okay, shameless, baby, yes. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button. Comment below. Let's have a conversation. I read my comments and I get back to it and I have a conversation with you. And make sure you hit that notification bell to see all the rest of my news videos. Even though my other videos on here, they have that's a different content. Yes. So let's get to these social medias and then we're out. Alright, so let me move this up a bit. Let me turn Robert in the background off. His head is sticking up. Anyway, all these social medias, please follow, please subscribe wherever it asks you. Except for YouTube #1, like I said before, because that's becoming, all the videos on that channel are coming over to this particular channel, so don't worry about going to that one. YouTube right here, and get 3 free unreleased songs from me, the drum step and EDM vocalist Zombie Supreme, at the bit.ly link. Check out my website, get on my email list if you are a true fan of EDM, dubstep, drum and bass. And I will see you on the next video. This has been Patent 3.0 EDM World News. Bye.